All right, today we're gonna look at the PopSocket. And I know what you're thinking. Steve, didn't we already look at the PopSocket? And the answer is yes, but we haven't looked at the PopSocket Kickout, which is what we are finally going to do. I would have done it earlier, but I foolishly thought that a PopSocket with a stand would have come out before this year. But no, this thing came out in May. I only started having MagSafe stuff myself in July. So I assumed that something as simple as a grip that is also a stand would have been covered in the more than decade that PopSockets have been around, but apparently not. So, egg on my face. So the PopSocket is a household name. It essentially means MagSafe grip, but can they pull off stands? I think they can. Let me show you. All right, so first off, the PopSocket Kickout is, at its core, a PopSocket. So it is, for better or worse, exactly what you think it is. It can do all of the normal PopSocket stuff. It can prop things up in landscape mode. It can pop off, so you can switch what top you're using, which is honestly the big draw to PopSockets to me is the customization. It's the only thing they really have over their competition at this point. It is their blessing and their curse, because it is also why they can't really update their style. So I would love it if PopSockets were more comfortable than they are. I feel like I could really use a little more clearance here for my fingers. I have big fingers. Maybe something different as far as the way this feels. I don't know. It's hard and it's cramped to me. So it's not my favorite grip. But this is a PopSocket Kickout, which means oops, I practiced that. But it means it kicks out. It means you can use this part here as a stand. See that there in the top down? Yes, you do. Let's see if I can show you. See, it stays together pretty well. A lot better than a lot of things. Okay, I managed to undo it after all of that. But that was after all of that. That was a lot of effort. So I got a new toy. It's caliper. And I measured it, and it is 8 millimeters. Okay, it's more like 7.5. I've zeroed it since. My bad. 23. So that's a little more than 10% on a Z Fold 7, a little less than 10% on an S26 or 25 Ultra. I'm getting ahead of myself by a couple months. Sorry, the 26 slipped. Did you hear that? And it is it is a fairly exceptional stand. Like, you have a very big range. It has a pretty good hinge on it, so it stays in the place that you put it in. For those of us with Z Fold 7s, it does work decently well as a stand in unfolded mode, just like that kind of. Well, I guess you can do it like this as well. That's even more stable. Very nice. So big fan of that. It doesn't get quite as vertical as I'd like unfolded. It could with a different case, but my case has too much junk in the trunk here and the hinge. So the PopSocket and the hinge get into conflict. The reason I like it so where the stand opens up at the top and then kind of comes down over the screen like this is because it puts the buttons up here at the top, as opposed to the standard configuration that you see in a lot of grips, where now the buttons they're under the phone. They're touching the table. Like, that's not helpful to me. I can't use them anymore. And you can't usually super well do it kind of sideways because, it has to be centered on this, well, mostly centered on this side. It's not like the grip is actually right in the middle of the whole thing. So it has a hard time propping it up anyway, except for buttons down, or if you're lucky, with the grip, buttons up. Honestly, it is one of the better stands as far as ability to adjust the angle and it stay functional, and the amount of angles it can be. They took the criticism of only being able to use the PopSocket as a stand in portrait mode or landscape mode to heart, and just was like, well, how about every mode in every angle you can think of? So, I mean, kudos to you on that, PopSocket. It is just a darn shame, at least to me, that it is a PopSocket. I never bought into the PopSocket ecosystem. Now, if I had, and that would have been super dangerous because I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a collector of things. I like to collect stuff. So it is a good thing I never bought into it. But if I had, I'd certainly use it over a regular PopSocket. That I guess that's kind of my point. This bad boy is actually in the giveaway pool. What giveaway, you ask? Why? That one. No, it's this one, isn't it? It's on this side? Yes, it's always on this side. I swear I don't know why I want it to be over my right shoulder. Essentially, you just kind of comment on that, and I give away stuff based on sub count. So the next item is given away at 100 subs, so not too far off. Looking forward to it. It definitely gets the Purple Room seal of approval. Let's put it there. No, let's put it there. It's supposed to be on this side. Pop. If you are into PopSockets, get it. That's kind of the long and the short of it. It is a better PopSocket. I mean, as far as stands go, excellent. As far as grips go, it's still a PopSocket. So if you liked PopSockets, this is for you. It's not for me. My fingers are too fat, so it's not comfortable. Although I do like the fact that I don't have to have my hand like all the way next to it. When I use it now, the grip pops a little bit off for me. My prior review asked if the PopSocket was still worth it in 2025. I'd say this proves that the PopSocket is no longer worth it in 2026. However, the PopSocket Kickout is. So that's my take on it. Happy New Year, everyone. If you care to watch that PopSocket review, it is here in this playlist, and as well as some other grips and stuff. And this is once again the link to the giveaway. My name is Steve. This has been a Purple Room review. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year, and I will see you in 2026.